In this podcast episode, Marianne Williamson discusses the concept of control, particularly how the negative aspects of our personalities often stem from our experiences in a hurtful world. She emphasizes that healing cannot merely address symptoms, it must delve into the root causes of our pain. This perspective invites listeners to recognize that the controlling, needy, or negative aspects of themselves are not inherent flaws, but rather products of their life experiences. By understanding this, individuals can begin to heal on a deeper level, moving beyond surface-level fixes to address the core beliefs that shape their identities. Williamson introduces the idea of the Christ mind as an undeletable file within our consciousness, suggesting that this divine potential exists within everyone. This notion reframes the historical figure of Jesus, transforming him from a distant historical character into a living archetype that represents the divine consciousness we all possess. By recognizing that Jesus exemplified a fully actualized divine consciousness, individuals can aspire to embody that same potential in their own lives. This shift in perspective encourages a more profound understanding of personal growth and healing. The conversation transitions into a discussion about the distinction between the historical Jesus and the mystical interpretation of his teachings. Williamson asserts that while the historical Jesus lived 2,000 years ago, the mystical understanding of his life and teachings remains relevant today. She highlights that many religious traditions contain a mystical core, and within Christianity, the Gnostic tradition offers insights that have often been marginalized by mainstream ecclesiastical teachings. This distinction is crucial for those seeking a deeper spiritual understanding beyond dogma and doctrine. Williamson references Elaine Pagel's work on the Gnostic Gospels, which challenges the notion that the mystical tradition is merely a small tributary of Christianity. Instead, she argues that it represents a significant river of thought that has been historically suppressed. By embracing the mystical aspects of Jesus' teachings, individuals can access a more profound spiritual truth that transcends traditional religious boundaries, allowing for a more inclusive and expansive understanding of divinity. As the conversation unfolds, Williamson addresses the pressing issues facing humanity today, including climate change, wars, and societal dysfunction. She emphasizes that these challenges are not random occurrences, but rather purposeful events designed to awaken humanity to its potential. The current state of the world serves as a catalyst for personal and collective growth, urging individuals to become wiser, stronger, and more capable in the face of adversity. This perspective reframes the chaos of the world as an opportunity for transformation rather than a cause for despair. Williamson's call to action resonates with the idea that we are at a pivotal moment in history where individuals must take responsibility for their lives and the world around them. She encourages listeners to recognize that the evolution of humanity depends on their willingness to embrace their divine potential and contribute positively to society. This sense of urgency is not meant to instill fear, but rather to inspire hope and action, reminding individuals that they have the power to effect change in their own lives and the world. Williamson highlights the importance of morning rituals as a means of aligning oneself with a higher consciousness. She suggests that starting the day with intention, whether through meditation, prayer, or mindfulness, can significantly impact one's mindset and emotional state throughout the day. By prioritizing these practices, individuals can cultivate a sense of inner peace and clarity that allows them to navigate the challenges of life with greater ease. The podcast emphasizes that the modern world often bombards individuals with negativity and chaos, particularly through social media and news outlets. Williamson argues that by consciously choosing to engage in uplifting practices in the morning, individuals can fortify their mental and emotional resilience. This proactive approach to self-care not only benefits the individual, but also creates a ripple effect, positively influencing those around them. Williamson introduces the concept of a highly individualized curriculum, suggesting that every experience and interaction in life is perfectly tailored for personal growth. This idea encourages individuals to view their challenges and relationships as opportunities for learning and self-discovery. By embracing this perspective, people can shift from a victim mentality to one of empowerment, recognizing that they have the agency to shape their experiences. This individualized curriculum also emphasizes the importance of personal responsibility. Williamson asserts that individuals must take ownership of their thoughts, actions, and reactions, understanding that they play a crucial role in their own healing and growth. By actively engaging with their life experiences, individuals can cultivate a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the world, ultimately leading to greater fulfillment and purpose. A significant theme in the podcast is the illusion of separation, which Williamson argues is the root of much of humanity's suffering. She explains that the belief in separation from one another and from God leads to fear, anxiety, and a sense of isolation. By recognizing that we are all interconnected and part of a greater whole, individuals can begin to dissolve the barriers that perpetuate feelings of loneliness and despair. Williamson draws on the teachings of the Course in Miracles, which posits that all minds are joined and that our thoughts have a profound impact on one another. This interconnectedness means that every thought we think can either uplift or diminish the collective consciousness. By choosing thoughts of love and compassion, individuals can contribute to a more harmonious world, reinforcing the idea that we are all in this together. The podcast delves into the concepts of heaven and hell, reframing them as states of consciousness rather than physical places. Williamson asserts that heaven is an awareness of our oneness with God and each other, while hell is the experience of separation and fear. This understanding shifts the focus from a punitive view of the afterlife to a more immediate recognition of how our thoughts and beliefs shape our experiences in the present moment. Williamson emphasizes that heaven and hell exist right now, and our choices determine which state we inhabit. By cultivating a mindset rooted in love and connection, individuals can experience the joy and peace associated with heaven. Conversely, allowing fear and separation to dominate one's thoughts leads to the suffering associated with hell. This perspective empowers individuals to take control of their mental and emotional states, recognizing that they have the ability to create their own experiences of heaven on earth. Forgiveness emerges as a central theme in Williamson's teachings, framed as a crucial step in the journey toward healing and spiritual growth. She explains that forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior, but rather about releasing oneself from the burden of resentment and anger. By choosing to forgive, individuals can free themselves from the chains of their past and open themselves to new possibilities. Williamson also highlights that forgiveness is an ongoing process, often requiring individuals to confront their pain and acknowledge their feelings. The Course in Miracles teaches that true forgiveness involves seeing beyond the surface of a person's actions to recognize their inherent worth and divinity. This shift in perception allows individuals to let go of their grievances and embrace a more loving and compassionate view of themselves and others. Throughout the podcast, Williamson emphasizes the importance of personal responsibility in the spiritual journey. She argues that individuals must take ownership of their thoughts, actions, and choices, recognizing that they have the power to shape their own experiences. This sense of responsibility is not meant to induce guilt, but rather to empower individuals to create positive change in their lives. Williamson's teachings encourage listeners to reflect on their role in the world and to consider how their actions contribute to the collective consciousness. By embracing personal responsibility, individuals can break free from victimhood and take proactive steps toward healing and transformation. This shift in mindset fosters a sense of agency and empowerment, allowing individuals to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and grace. The podcast concludes with a powerful reminder of the transformative journey that each individual undertakes in their lifetime. Williamson emphasizes that personal growth often involves navigating through darkness and pain, but these experiences ultimately lead to greater wisdom and understanding. By embracing the challenges of life, individuals can emerge stronger and more aligned with their true selves.